Hi Leos, welcome to your January 2018 reading. Happy New Year. I'm going to put this down on the cards here. So you guys, this is a very, very specific set of messages. That tends to be what I get. I know it's not going to resonate with everybody. I'll kind of try to cover the finance end at the end of the reading. Ended up being a love reading. I need to just start doing them that way. I never, choose what the readings are going to be about. What happens with the cards is what happens with the cards. And I just read them and convey the messages I get from Spirit directly. So Leo is in the past. It's showing deception. Caused you to feel trapped, but you weren't. Okay, and you embodied your own energies, found yourself, knew that you deserved better. You moved forward, and it made you very emotionally whole and sound, okay, to get away from this deception. Now, another group of you haven't left this situation because you think that you're trapped. You're trapped to it because such great love. Some of you may be dealing with another fire sign as well. The base of the reading, the Emperor in reverse. I think that this is your energy more than it is somebody else. You guys might be dealing, some of you might be dealing with an Aries though. Some of you Leos may be dealing with an Aries or someone with Aries in their chart heavily. Okay. But I think most of you have left this because you were left feeling left out in the cold. Realizing that something wasn't going to move forward, basically. Left you in a new raw state with the fledgling here. It's completely starting over, new growth, new beginnings, because you were calling in your soulmate. You really thought that this prior relationship that you left really was a soulmate union. So moving into the present, the card that you get is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind is the important part here. You also got the differences card, further highlighting not usual type, not your expectations. You may think that you are too different to still be the same cat, though they're both cats. They're both different, both fruits, but they're different. Okay. And risk you get also. So I think you guys have definitely left a situation that has left you really battle worn. But thankfully, this is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you're not locked in that hurt anymore. That's the good part. You are kind of taking a rest, taking a time out, trying to recenter, trying to get back to yourself with that sun in the middle of the little lambs. Third eye. Okay, Leos. Working on getting back to you. Rebuilding for yourself. So, and trying to clarify in the present, keep an open mind, differences in risk, right? This whole thing comes shooting out, right? Fool in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. Temperance in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. There's these new people trying to come into your life, right? And you are shutting that shit down. Because you're still not balanced. You are still blocking people out and not communicating. Okay? You are not ready to take a risk. You ain't feeling it. You are not blindly walking off that cliff. This calls in the idea that there could be a water sign or an earth sign involved, or someone with both in their chart that has come into your life, and you are having none of this shit because you've been hurt before and you're still thinking about everything. This story, conversely, for some of you too, could be about who just hurt you. And the fact that you are not speaking to them anymore and you have them blocked. And that you haven't regained your balance yet. Or there's no balance in that relationship with that person. And that's why you have them blocked. And there will be no new beginning. You're not starting afresh. You're not starting anew because you know that these characters are in reverse. If these aren't the signs of who you're dealing with, at one point in time, maybe they did embody practicality and material abundance and emotionality, exchange of love and romantic notions and those kind of things. But something in the relationship went wrong, and these fools are in reverse now. Regardless of signs. So this tells me a story about how you've been hurt. But the universe is also telling you to keep an open mind, take a risk, and realize that things might not look how you expect them to when something good comes to you. And this is in your present time right now. So when you're watching this, take heed of what the universe is trying to tell you. I get the feeling that though you're not in that Ten of Swords anymore, I don't think that the whole situation with whoever the ex is, you're completely over it. You're still in thought. You are still hurt because it is still present, though it is in the reverse and the worst is over with and you're not trapped in it anymore. You still need to regroup, which you're doing. So in the future, you get retreat. And Spirit is telling me that this is for a large group of you on your own. You're retreating on your own. Because the card that clarified it is individuality, which is honoring yourself. Understanding yourself. Honoring yourself. Making decisions based on what is best for you. Which was then further clarified by the card Oath. This is super important. This is the need for you to look at your past relationships. Look at just different aspects of your life in the past. What did you devote your energy to? Was it worth it? Did you keep your promises? Are you holding to your own expectations? What are you swearing to protect? What is important to you? What are you basically putting your oath on? Figure out these things about yourself in a way that honors yourself and take some time out, because we have retreat immediately following the Four of Swords. So slow down, heal yourself, take some time. I know you guys are really tough and you don't hesitate to make decisions, but it's all telling you to slow down so you can do this, because this is what you wanted to do to begin with, right? That's why you're here watching this, trying to find out when, who, what, where. So in the future too, Ten of Pentacles, I don't think money is going to be a concern. This is abundance in all things. This is an abundance of love in your life. This is an abundance of happiness. This is an abundance of material things. Money. Most importantly, it's an abundance of joy and love. And love is an energy that doesn't just mean in romantic relationships. Love transcends all things. It transcends all areas of your life. And that is a beautiful card to get as an outcome. That you have worked and built for yourself through all this understanding and retreat that you've done, through cutting away the things that don't serve you, for getting out of the deception and the feeling trapped, realizing that it was all false. But you need to not let your hurts from the past hold you back, because you're definitely doing that right now. And I mean, rightfully so with what you've been through, but still try to keep your mind open. Page of Wands, This is passionate new beginnings. This is passionate creativity. This is just the first glimmer of the new beginning. This might be a new creative project for you. This might be passionate communication with someone else. And I think it's you communicating with someone else, since it's Wands. Something is going to bring your spark back while you're being abundant, because you've laid down the burden. You're done. What an awesome outcome. Like, it, you know, really. And then here, look, Ace of Pentacles. You guys are working on your health. You guys are working on your material abundance. You're working on all things tangible, be that your own body or your home, your work, your bank account. But here is the warning and the outcome. Please make sure that you do heal so that you're not like this rat. Because when I sit this down on my table, this rat is going backwards. Your past is over here. This is your outcome. This rat is going back to the past. Be this in your new relationship that you may have started recently, that you're kind of trying to block out because of the past. Is this you get with somebody else, and because things seem a little too different, you're not being open-minded, and you're like, F this, you start looking back to an ex that obviously wasn't cool to begin with. Are you going to miss something good in front of you because you're fixated in the wrong direction? Don't miss something good in front of you. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, right? And I think of all the signs, you probably like hate to hear that like the most. Probably you or Virgo would probably hate to hear that the most. Maybe Scorpios too. They'd be like, ugh, not wet. But this is the warning. That's why I'm holding this here for so long. Pay attention to healing yourself. Pay attention to truly mending the past before you go forward. There's beautiful things coming for you. There's a wonderful outcome here. Whatever it is that your situation is, whether you're involved with somebody now, or if you've just gotten out of something, maybe there's some people kind of trying to make their way in, but you got the brick wall up and you're like, no. Either group of you that this resonates with, okay? And I also see, I just have to bring this out here, third party situation too. And if that's the case for some of you, it is still going on. It is between you, a earth sign, and a water sign. You, an earth sign, and a water sign. Yes, sir. That's what I see here. I don't like to get into the whole third party thing, but that is what's going on for some of you. And for some of you, you have been absolutely devastated and you're taking pause. And you did put the shit to a halt, though. I mean, if this is the third party thing, you either just recently went through it, or it's going to happen soon. You're going to be like, nope. Nope. Financially, you guys look great. In the present, though, the only concern that I have is Temperance in reverse. This lack of communication can be an issue when it comes to finances, because that could be communication on a loan doesn't come through, or it wasn't the news that you had hoped for. Okay, if you're looking for an auto loan or a home loan or financial aid paperwork, that kind of stuff, with it being the first of the year, I'd also like to caution everybody to be careful with paperwork and communication. Since you have the Eight of Wands in reverse, communication might be a little bit wonky for you guys this month. Double check your details so that you don't suffer any losses or miss out on anything because of mistakes or delays. Temperance in reverse also cautions against that too. But really, overall, financially, things look pretty good as long as you're paying attention to details, communicating clearly, keeping track of the things that you need to keep track of, making sure that things stay in balance. Don't get too extravagant. This guy here, when he's in reverse, he's an extravagant little creature, even more so than he is in the upright. This King of Pentacles loves, ruled by Venus, so, you know, he likes the beautiful things and the luxurious things, so don't get caught in that trap, because we know that Leos definitely like that stuff too. But, you know, you're on track in the outcome to be very, very prosperous, and it looks like potentially, if this isn't the overall abundance factor, coming gift from the universe type of thing, then this has everything to do with your finances. There could be a windfall, a financial opportunity, a lucrative job opportunity, that kind of thing in the future. Toward the end of January 2018, you may just be hearing about this. And it's not like you were hurting to begin with. You weren't doing super bad, but there could be even more coming. And I mean hurting financially. Some of you obviously are hurting in your heart, but you have pulled yourself out of it, pulled yourself up by the bootstraps, and you're like, nope. And this is all anger-based. But you're quite pleased with yourself that you took care of business, too. And for those of you that are dealing with the fire sign, careful. Careful. If you're still stuck with this fire sign, there is a lot of things that you are missing out on and not giving opportunities to. Stuck in this, what you think is wonderful, but there is deception in the situation. And this person is not in the upright. If it's an Aries that you're dealing with, Leos, he doesn't have good intentions for you or is too controlling. Okay? Don't stay with someone that is lying to you and gaslighting you and trying to control you and stuff on top of it. Don't ask me why Spirit just told me that. Someone needs to hear that. Okay? Some of you are in an abusive situation and need to get out. I fear, though, that some of you may not actually be completely aware of it. You think that this is making you happy. You think that your happiness is tied to this person that's abusing their power over you. Because this is their power over you. Your emotions. Your attachment. I want you, if this resonates with you, what I'm saying with the abuse situation, to take a really good look at this queen. I know there's a shine on her. But look at how firm and powerful she is. Like, that's you. Don't forget it. So yeah, Leos, that's what I got for you. Pretty darn straightforward reading. Your finances look good. Your outcome is fantastic for either group of you. You guys that resonate with the abuse of power, Aries that is being a lying asshole, for lack of a better way to explain it to you, you need to get away from there far and fast. I think that you're going to figure out how to do it, though. Okay? So I pulled a Oracle of the Vampires. You got Eternal Youth, which is energy, newness, and vitality. It's a 1. So this is showing the need to take this Fool for most of you and this Temperance and put them upright. They came out in the reverse, telling me your fears. I would like you to overcome your fears this month, if at all possible. take that time to reflect and retreat and figure things out so you can overcome these fears and you can start this new journey and enjoy these new energies that the universe is trying to send you to enjoy, that are so abundant. This abundant joy and abundant love and abundant finances, vitality, abundant health. The Ace of Pentacles is a gift of health. Focus on your health. Focus on your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, okay? Now, the Goddess Guidance Oracle card that you got, I'm going to read from the book to close the reading, is Una, and it's easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. I don't know if that's Unag or Unak. I don't know. So I'm not expert with pronouncing these goddess names. Sorry. If somebody knows, leave it in the comments. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And her message to you is nurturing a cause or a relationship is a long-term commitment, one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to the planet and my loved ones, and I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. So don't let your damage block you from new good things coming in, Leos. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you take time for the relationships and projects that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember, there's no competition for your true life's purpose, so there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. So, meanings of why she came out to give you guidance this month is don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow and steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. So like I said, take this time to reflect, retreat, heal the old issues so you don't miss or mess up the good things coming in for you. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with while slowly exiting your old career. So for those of you that are looking for a new job, that's a little bit of guidance with that. So Leos, thank you so much for watching. I am blown away with how my little channel has grown in such a short amount of time. I super, super appreciate you being here. All of you that have subbed, like, I appreciate it more than you understand. Have a wonderful January. I know you will. You've got all the tools that you need to figure this out. I love seeing your comments. Thank you so much for sharing, subscribing. I will see you February 2018. Bye.